Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Ashwin. This is Vijendra. And today we're going to be reacting to a bunch of trailers, starting with He Man.
And
How
the
did
Masters
you.
of the Universe.
And the
Let's not
Masters of
forget
the
them. They are
Universe.
important.
I thought there was only two Masters of the Universe in that.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
Anyway, you watched the trailer. What did you think about it?
The teaser that came out first, I was in tears, right? Because,
Because it's
oh,
He Man.
nostalgia, waves of nostalgia hitting me.
Huh,
But when the trailer came out, it feels like, people are still going to be like the people for whom the He-Man animated series by Filmation was a huge part of their childhood. They're going
correct.
to be really moved by it. But I'm going to have to wait to see the movie because it seems like it may very well just be another cash grab.
Huh, correct. Which is what even I thought when I first saw the trailer.
Hmm.
It's not something that moves me much. But then I haven't been such a big He-Man fan, even though in my formative years I have watched the cartoons and I
Hmm.
have grown up on that. I don't have a particular affinity for it just in general. I don't know why. Like I do have for DC comics and stuff.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I had no access to DC Comics when I was growing up.
But you had Star Trek.
My hmm?
You had Star Trek. You watched Star
As
Trek,
a
right?
child, no, started
No?
watching Star Trek when I was in, almost high school or college. I'm talking
Oh,
about He-Man. He-Man was when I didn't know how to talk in English. I was watching it then, like uh,
okay.
1991, 1992. I think that is when it was on TV. I didn't even know what years were back then.
Yeah,
Now I'm just imagining. I think it was 90 something between 91 and 95. That's when it was on Doordarshan. There
correct.
was one channel on TV, and on
Huh.
Sunday morning at 9 a.m., He-Man used to come, and that's where I remember it from.
Yeah, even I.
I got access to DC Marvel comics at
Hmm.
the library later on, like when I was in standard uh, 4 or 5.
Okay, okay. So I watched the trailer. I mean, I watched He-Man around the same time that you did, I think.
Hmm.
But I also had access to other stuff like Star Trek.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
used to
yeah.
that used to come on Doordarshan. I don't know how you did watch it.
I I don't know. Like I never saw. I maybe some late night slot. What time did you do? You remember watching it?
Sunday morning. Sunday, right in the
I
morning.
never saw it. No, I think Star Trek ended and
Huh,
then He-Man began.
could be. Could be.
So
Yeah,
I missed the entire Star Trek part.
correct.
I remember though that in later years, not in later years, a few years after Star Trek, I
Hmm.
remember reading in newspapers
Huh,
about Star Trek in Hindi newspapers, in Hindi, magazines, etc. Star Trek
correct.
आता था टीवी पे, and I was like, कब आता था? I missed that entire part. Then I returned to Star Trek. The first thing I saw was The Next Generation when I was in
Huh,
high school and then
correct, correct,
college. Then
correct.
when online started becoming available on Netflix, I started
Hmm.
watching uh, the original series. But I had access to like He-Man,
Huh.
the very old animated Superman series, where each episode was like
Yeah,
3 stories,
correct, correct.
and the old Spiderman thing, which was sponsored by
Yeah,
Rasna.
yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
That's all I had.
So He-Man. What do
I
you
think
what?
there is a see the thing that ticked me off, not ticked me off. The thing that bothers me a little bit is that there is a lot of fan service in it. There
Huh,
is like even the whole thing like He-Man enters that place in Eternia and says, "You all don't remember me, but I remember you." Is
yeah,
basically a fan saying to the
correct.
He-Man characters, right? You all don't remember me, but I remember you,
Yeah.
because this is Prince Adam. His
Hmm.
entire childhood is occupied by stories of these characters, right?
Correct, correct.
And we are that.
Hmm.
We are the people who
Audience
grew up with
stand-in
these
sort of thing.
stories.
Yeah,
uh, the He-Man that I remember watching on TV, and I by no means am I saying that it has to be exactly like that, but
correct.
the He-Man that I watched on TV was like, it was set in another world with
Yeah.
very occasional references to Earth because He-Man's mother is apparently from Earth.
Hmm.
But this whole thing of I think what they're trying to do is that they're trying to establish it within the TV series' continuity, where
Mm.
what we saw was He-Man fighting Skeletor on a regular basis, Skeletor losing each time. But apparently, uh, no, this is not even continuity because Adam was a child when he was sent to Earth.
Yeah.
So it's completely different. Yeah. So
Yeah. Even
the differences are bothering me a little bit, and the fan service is bothering me a little bit.
mm,
But the Castle Grayskull looks exactly the same. The sword looks exactly the
even
same.
I don't know how I feel about him being sent to Earth and
Hmm.
spending his formative years there. It's a very weird setup.
Hmm.
It changes everything I know about He-Man as such. I don't know how I feel about that particular plot
Yeah.
point.
I also don't like that Skeletor is played by what's his name?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter that his face is not showing.
Yeah.
It's not Skeletor's voice.
But I like the voice. I actually like the
It's
voice
very
that
deep and gravelly. Skeletor is
yeah.
supposed to be.
True, this is true. But I like the new voice. I don't know why.
Skeletor is a clown. You try to make him into a dark character, and I mean, there are good ways of doing it. Like the Joker, DC's
Yeah.
Joker. He's a very, very dark character, but in various iterations of the character, he has been equally funny also.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they are going to be able to do that, but worth waiting for, I guess.
All the characters, each and every character that I've seen on the He-Man in the He-Man film, they look really good. I mean,
Hmm.
what is it? What is his name? Not Trapjaw. Trapjaw's hands transforming into
Trapjaw's hands, yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and a bunch of people that he saw. It's really good.
yeah.
But I had trouble. I don't know what I had trouble with, but I had trouble with the them showing Man at Arms as a black guy. It just I don't know. I like Idris Elba a lot, but him being Man at Arms is a little weird. I don't know why. It just
I wasn't bothered by his being black. I was bothered by the fact that he was standing in some aerial vehicle and going yee-haw like a cowboy. That is completely uncharacteristic of Man at Arms, right? He's supposed to be this, like, he's supposed to be an adult. He was the only adult in that story.
yeah.
But no, no.
There's also a dumb joke thrown in there somewhere. I think He-Man is rallying up his friends and he says, "I need every man," or whatever that is. He points to a guy who's a lizard. I found it so weird. It's I don't know why it's supposed to be
See,
funny. It doesn't.
that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that, like, I don't know how. See, I've spoken to you before, right? Ki I miss sincerity in stories.
Huh.
Like these jokes that are shoved into everything, they just
Yeah.
take away from, because even the film is self-aware that it is actually a fantasy story. I
Yeah.
like fantasy that is sincere, but
Correct.
like this joke was funny. Okay, okay, but that's like beside the point. I'm saying things like this give me pause. I don't want He-Man to be entirely sincere because it's
Yeah.
He-Man at the end of the day, because it was never sincere.
Correct.
It was like, it was supposed to be a little janky and stuff.
Correct.
But then I'm unable to come to any conclusion about what to expect from this film, because they clearly are paying attention to the aesthetic of the film. Like
Yeah.
the Castle Grayskull looks like Castle Grayskull, Adam
Correct.
looks like Adam, He-Man looks like He-Man,
Correct.
Skeletor looks like Skeletor.
Huh.
But they're also going to need to update it in some way to this day and age, and I don't know what that is going to look like. And that is what is giving me pause. I don't think I am as excited about this film as I was after watching this teaser. The trailer kind of, I don't know. I like the animated thing that they did on He-Man, that the two parts, He-Man
Recent
Revolutions and He-Man
Revolution
Revelations.
Part 2.
Revolutions and Revelations.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like that. But I don't know what I feel about this. Because that was a genuine reinvention, right?
Huh. Correct.
The character designs were different and the story was different, and they brought a different perspective to the entire, to looking at the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I'll watch the movie, and if I'm
Huh.
disappointed, I'll go back and watch the animated series again, and I'll be happy.
Next, we're going to talk about Spiderman. Spiderman, which is
Brand
going
new
about
day.
brand new day. Yeah.
I can't believe our first day at MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Yeah.
It's based on a comic book, I think. At least the title is based on a comic book. I don't know if the story is actually based on the same comic book.
Hmm. And it's not even a Marvel film. It's a new line. It's a sorry. It's a
Yeah,
what's it?
Sony.
What's it called?
Sony.
Sony. Yeah, it's a Sony thing. Yeah.
But they are making it with Marvel, so I guess
Yeah,
there
but
is some.
there is a clear difference between how the films feel. Like it, even from the trailer, you can tell that this film feels very different from a. Like it feels
Normal
more
Marvel.
like the Tobey Maguire universe than the Iron Man universe.
I guess so.
It clearly follows from the Marvel movie where Tobey
Huh,
Maguire was there, but
correct.
uh, this is again like how Tobey Maguire was an isolated Spider-Man after his uncle and aunt died.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
uncle died, and his aunt also I think died in the movie. I don't remember,
So,
but he was
or,
in an apartment by himself. Remember,
yeah, yeah,
there's a meme about the landlord and stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it feels more like that universe. You
Huh.
didn't get that?
I don't know. I just figured it was the same universe, so I didn't really think about it that way.
No, visually, just
Yeah,
MCU has this humorous undercurrent going through the trailers
yeah.
that was kind of missing in this. This movie was taking itself very seriously. This
Yes.
trailer was taking itself very seriously. Maybe the movie is funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments of levity in it. There were quite a
Yeah,
few moments.
but it starts with him being isolated, thinking of his friends, then looking at videos, then doing Spider-Man shit, and then suddenly like changes are happening to his body and stuff.
Yeah,
And then the Bruce Banner seemed shoved into it for some reason because in the original story, if I remember, this was also an animated thing where he grows extra arms and stuff. The
correct.
professor that he consults was the man who eventually becomes Lizard. Uh,
Correct. Right,
the
right.
character's name is Lizard, right?
Yeah. But they
Yeah.
had the lizard in a previous iteration, so I don't think they can use him again.
Yeah. No, but there's a different universe.
Yeah, still.
That was the what's his name? Andrew Garfield universe.
But that lizard came into this movie also, right? Like in the
Oh
next
yeah.
movie. So,
They mixed it. They messed it up. They can't use him again. So they had to Bruce Banner it.
there's a guy locked up in a room in a chair, and the shutter sort of goes up, but it cuts off before you can see his face. I don't know who that guy is. Do you remember who he is? There's one scene in which he's just almost shown but not shown. I don't know who he is.
I
He's
don't
dressed
even
in green.
remember. I mean, I saw the trailer almost a month ago. So
Oh, okay.
there's a character who's apparently just a psychic entity jumping from body to body.
Yeah. I didn't understand
Yeah.
what that
Which
is.
one was that? Which character was that?
I don't know.
But I think it is a very interesting idea. I
I
like
guess
that
so.
character better than Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion is in it.
Yeah.
There's also Rogue, by the way. Do you remember seeing Rogue?
X-Men Rogue?
X-Men Rogue.
No,
At
I
least
don't.
he looks like X-Men Rogue. So he almost crashes with a bus at one point of time, but he saves himself at the end moment. So someone sitting in the bus listening to music, that person is Rogue. Like she has
Oh,
white
okay.
hair at the front and red hair behind. It looks exactly like
Could be
her.
just someone with white hair.
The bad guys seem like they're the hand in this.
The Hand, yeah.
It seems
The
like
Hand
they're
from Elektra and Daredevil, right?
yeah, Daredevil and
And although,
Elektra.
I mean, this is New York, there is Daredevil also there. There is Kingpin also there.
Do you think Daredevil and Kingpin will make an appearance in this?
I think Kingpin might very well have some kind of cameo because if nothing
Yeah.
else, as just a mayor on the TV,
Correct.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be Zoran Mamdani for sure.
Overall, the best thing about the Spider-Man film is the Punisher. The Punisher is my favorite character in Marvel, and he's
Yeah.
there.
See, these are the things that make me feel guilty because I'm like, yeah, Punisher. And then I'm thinking, oh, no, fan service. They got me again. This is what I'm wary of all the time, and then I fall for it myself. But the thing is, it served to show that quite a few years have passed. Like Peter Parker is older, stronger even. He has
Correct.
known Punisher for some years,
Right.
and he's adept enough to just he's not a boy anymore. He's just mature enough to shoot some webbing at his face and says go home, and he leaves.
Correct.
That's maturity, yeah. So
Yeah.
that is what
Yes.
jumped out at me. And even
They
that
also
thing in at the end of the trailer where that they play that joke about friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, that was
yeah.
also fan service. I hate fan service. I mean, I don't hate it. I hate that I fall for it. But yeah, you get my point.
That's a well done joke. The way they show it.
Yeah, but it's also low hanging fruit.
But in terms of joke writing, it's the visuals of it are quite nice. It's not the joke itself that's nice. It's just how each of them react to the thing that's nice. I like the visuals of it. Finally, we'll talk about the Supergirl trailer which came out.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
What are your thoughts on the Supergirl trailer?
I liked it. I
Oh,
mean, it's different from. It's quite in tune with what the Superman movie was like,
yeah,
and it's got Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, which kind of suits it because Supergirl is space dwelling in this movie.
yeah,
I mean, it's not Earth set on. It's like
correct.
the Melissa Benoist series.
Ha, correct.
It's not that. It's like it's Supergirl dealing with a bunch of issues where she remembers the death of Krypton, but Superman does not, and she's
Yeah,
dealing with that trauma and all.
correct.
Uh,
It's nice seeing the two of them. Like, it's nice seeing that Superman is more optimistic versus Supergirl, who's a little more hurt and
Jaded. Ha, ha,
yeah,
ha.
jaded.
Yeah.
Correct. It's nice seeing that contrast as such.
Yeah. I mean, Superman, I think that obviously, I mean, I'm not informing anyone about anything new, but Superman does not remember Krypton
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
Supergirl does. She
Yeah.
does remember living her entire adolescence in Krypton and then she watches everyone on Krypton die. Superman has no memory of all this.
Correct. Correct. I don't know where I get this version of Supergirl, but because there have been so many iterations in the comics, right? First, there was pre-crisis Supergirl, who was very different from what you get post-crisis. Like post-crisis, I think you get a version of Matrix. I think Supergirl merges with some alien life form or something, and she merges with Linda, who is a human, and they both merge, and something happens. I don't know what happened to that version of Supergirl afterwards, because post that, another version, I think the Superman Batman finds Supergirl in a river, and they take her in, and Batman is very suspicious of Supergirl, whereas Superman is
There's
very
an animated movie, Doom.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
animated movie is based on the comic, and that is, I think, what is considered as continuity now.
Okay.
So it's very, and
Now
that doesn't
now
feel
that's
like
a new 52, right? So who knows?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but this
Yeah.
this version of Supergirl, right? It feels very much like the Supergirl I have imagined in my head. I don't know what comics
Okay.
I'm basing this on, but it seems like the version of Superman that I would have based this thing on. But the film is a very John Wick film. Like, she has
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dog.
the dog. Yeah, yeah.
Someone hates
Dog
the
got
dog,
shot.
and she needs revenge for that. That's the essential
Yeah.
plot of Supergirl, which is John Wick. This is John Wick in space.
John Wick in space. Space Wick. Yeah,
But
Jason
yeah,
Momoa. What did you think of him?
Jason, I really like Jason Momoa. I don't know why, but the first thing that Jason Momoa, the first message that Jason Momoa sent James Gunn when he became the DC architect was Lobo Baby. That's the only two words he sent to this guy, and I think it's pretty iconic for him to become Lobo.
Yeah, he's definitely more suited to Lobo than Aquaman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If I wonder if at some point of time there's going to be an actual James Gunn led Aquaman movie, and
Yeah.
someone from Atlantis is going to see Lobo and says, "Have I seen you somewhere?"
That would be nice. But yeah, I'm glad that they brought in Jason Momoa as Lobo. Like, right from the beginning, I've been happy that he's Momoa. I mean, he's Lobo. I was very happy with the Supergirl trailer. I don't know why,
I was happy with the Super. I think the reason it did not bother me as much as the He-Man trailer is
Ah.
because I am actually not very well aware of Supergirl's mythos,
correct.
and I haven't read the. I've seen people reacting to the Supergirl trailer and crying because they remember the comic book, and I'm like, I don't know what they're crying about, but it must have been good.
Yeah. I
What
like
was
it.
it called? Woman of Tomorrow.
I think so. At least that's what
Okay.
the comic is called, I think.
Yeah. So
I don't
I'll
know if
try to find it and read it.
it's a nice comic. Uh, but yeah, I'm quite happy with Supergirl. I don't
Okay.
I have no complaints. I've always been happy with everything not Jason Momoa.
James Gunn.
So I've always been happy with James Gunn, whatever James Gunn has done. I have not liked him at all when he did Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought
Yeah,
those were
I
crap.
Guardians of the Galaxy is like, fun and forget. I didn't take, like, not until the characters actually grew up and matured and started feeling like, the actual human beings, did I start liking it. This first one didn't work for me at all.
Yeah, yeah. It was very. I don't know. It just felt like Marvel was putting out so much stuff that
Hmm.
I kind of just ignored the whole
Yeah,
film.
yeah, yeah.
Although I watched it, I don't know. It didn't
I
it didn't
suppose
stay
it's
in
a
my
good
heart.
thing I suppose it's a good thing that he has a signature style, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So even if you look at a Supergirl thing, you think, oh yeah, this is a James Gunn thing. It looks
No, no,
like
no.
his work.
I don't think James Gunn is directing this film at all. I think he's
No, but
just somehow
it's still
involved in the
his
story.
fingerprint on it. It's got his
Yeah,
fingerprint on it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the aesthetics of his whatever filmmaking might probably
Hmm.
be there in the film.
If you
But
remember, in Wonder Man,
yeah.
the film they were making
Yeah.
had a James Gunn fingerprint on it, like the whole old movies songs playing in space thing.
Yeah. True.
It's very recognizable now.
All right. I think that's it for these reactions that we did. Let us know what your thoughts are about all these trailers, and we will watch the movies when we watch the movies. Bye bye.
Yes.